Why do you guys think they named it that with only one O? You guys think it's because of General Motors? So it's a hybrid. Folks, what's going on? Michael back with another awesome episode. Today's video, we're going to do an unboxing of my brand new car that's in this box. There's a couple other items that are in this box too that are going to go on the car, with the car. I have a lot more stuff showing up. I have stuff showing up today, tomorrow, I think, and then maybe next week, and then the week after that. So this build's gonna kind of go on throughout the month here, and hopefully at the end of this month I'm going to have this car fully blinged out, fully upgraded, like everything. So this ought to be really fun, really cool. So yeah, let's check out what I got here. This ought to be interesting. It's a weird box. This box is coming straight out of Chico, California from A-Main Hobbies. Those guys are awesome. They always have fast shipping, so it's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Whoa. I think you guys know what it is. I had to get one. I was having way too much fun with my Typhon, the regular one. I've seen a bunch of cool videos on these things, and I've got some major plans for it and some major upgrades coming. So let's get this out of the box first and take a look at it. Then I'm going to tell you guys everything I'm going to do to it, and then you guys can post down in the comments below and tell me if I'm moving in the right direction, whatever. This is only my second Arma car, but I have watched quite a few videos on it. Some of the things that I'm upgrading, which we'll talk about later, I'm not really 100% sure on. It's kind of just a fun thing to do. It is a hobby, right? It is a hobby. These are on sale right now, guys. They're on sale on Amazon and A-Main Hobbies. They're like 10 bucks off. So just so you guys know. Smells good. Yeah, there we go. So I got the one obviously with no battery or charger. I don't need any of that. I'm not really sure if I have batteries to fit this. If not, I'll get some ordered up real quick. It's so tiny. Woohoo! Man, it's so tiny. Shocks don't feel that good. I don't know. Okay, so guys, this is the BLX or 223, whatever you want to call it. This is the upgraded version, so it has the metal. This is the thing, you guys. I knew I was going to totally build this out, and I'm ripping everything off of this car, basically, is what I'm doing. I'm starting today on it, too. I was going to go with the brushed version and then just upgrade it all because I knew, you know, why would I spend the extras? I think it's $70 right now on this car. Well, it's going to cost right at $120 to $130 to do the upgrades that this car has minus the electronics. So just for instance, I believe the drive shafts are updated. The center diffs are updated. They have steel outdrives and they have metal internal gears. And then we're getting aluminum coiled shocks here. So when you add those three items up, oh, and the tie rods here to adjust your steering toe in and toe out. So just those items right there. Boy, those shocks don't feel good at all. This one's not even hardly returning. Boy, the rebound is just insane. I don't know. Maybe they're supposed to be like that. They just feel kind of awkward. So anyways, going back to those upgrades, you guys, it's just, even if you're going to rip all the electronics out and not run the brushless system that's upgraded also, like this car is just a way better deal to buy than the brushed. Even if you're thinking about getting the brushed, just go to this. It's a no-brainer. You know, it's 70 bucks more, whatever the cost is. I don't even know if it's that much. $70 more, and you're getting, you know, a lot of, you're almost getting like $200 in upgrades if you include the brushless system in there. So, which is the price of the car. So it's whatever. So, I don't know. Yep, just go like that. Got the nice little body off. It's pretty thick. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm ripping everything out electronic wise out of this car. So I'm taking the servo, and I should have my servo today and the mount here. I do have the brushless system. It should be in that box. We're going to take a look at it right now. Yeah, so I'm going to just rip all these electronics out. I'm going to sell it like brand new. You know, I'm not even going to drive the car the way it is like this. I'm pretty sure I got batteries that fit this. Pretty sure. All right, I know you guys want to see that power system. Boom. Got the Mamba Micro X2, baby. Yeah, we can get all the way up to 4S with this. I'm not planning on running 4S on this little guy. I just want a good solid basher. And the reason I went with this, I was going to do a Hobby King setup. I was just going to change the speed control. And then I was like, man, if I'm going all the way, I might as well go all the way. And I like Castle systems. They're just a little bit more on the pricey side. But this stuff, I believe, is made in America. So, you know, I'm all for that. Not going to have any tariffs on this if it's made in America. Let's see. Oh, no. Motor made in China. Controller assembled in Kansas, United States. So it's a hybrid. That's hilarious. This is the 1010 4400 kV, so it's going to be a little bit of a shoehorn process to get this motor in, but I know it'll go in because I've seen a bunch of videos on it already. I think there's a little bit of cutting, trimming you have to do on the chassis to get this in, but this should be an awesome upgrade. I need to change the speed control regardless because I'm not running the stock transmitter. I'm not into that kind of stuff, so I like to have expo settings on this. That's the number one thing, you guys. If these manufacturers would just get some steering expo into the stock controllers, like I think that would really sell a lot better, because that's really the main reason, besides the simplicity of having one controller versus one for each car, the main reason that I put everything on my own controller is so I can adjust expo basically on the steering. It just really makes the car feel a lot better. And if you have a cheaper speed control, you can put expo on the throttle too and put like a little throttle curve in there to where it smooths out the acceleration and that kind of thing. And it just really makes the overall driving experience better. Both my kids have two-wheel drive buggies, team associated buggies, and they're on cheaper end controllers with none of those adjustments or anything, you know. And when I swap controllers with them and drive them, I'm just like, ugh, it just feels so like jerky and abrupt and just not as smooth and nice. It kind of be like the difference between like driving a Toyota pickup truck versus driving a nice BMW or something. Just the whole driving experience is going to be better. So yeah, there's that. So we're going with the Castle system. Proline tires. Now these were accidentally ordered. I'm probably most likely going to send these back. I don't know. You guys can tell me. These are the monster truck tires. Like I said, accidentally ordered them, but I got the real buggy tires here. So for sure we're running Proline tires on it. And this is pretty cool, guys. You got a Proline body for it, and this is the body that looks like the old warplanes would, with the mouth with like the teeth sticking out or whatever, and it has like the panels on it or whatever. It's gray. It looks really sweet, I thought, because I always like this scheme, like this paint scheme or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, excited about this. I was thinking about getting the clear one, but yeah, I don't really have an airbrush, and I'm not the best painter. So yeah, we're doing that. And chassis protector. Like I said, this is just the beginning, guys. We're going full bore here. I'm just showing you what I have today, and this would be the last part that I have right now during the video. And this is these steel skid plates for the front and back. I've seen people rip the screws out of the front here on this thing pretty easy. I guess there's like one of these screws they rip out kind of easily or strip out. So I'm hoping that maybe some protection up here would help, along with you know, the chassis protector too. Now, let's talk about some of the things I have coming. Like I said, I have a servo coming. I have a torque servo coming. Not going to worry about the specs, because when this is all built out, I'll do another video to show you guys everything and how it came out. So yeah, there's the servo. I have a servo plate coming. I believe it's a hot racing servo plate. The stuff that I'm really excited about is all the aluminum bits that I got for it. So I went crazy with GPM, and I pretty much ordered. I'm pretty sure I have all the GPM parts that are made for this car, which is going to be the A-arms, upper and lower, front and rear. It's going to be the caster blocks up front and the hub carriers in the back. Okay. All the steering linkage. So all the steering linkage up here is going to all be aluminum. Even the steering link that goes from the servo horn to the linkage is coming. The servo horn I even got from them too. And I've heard people had some fitting issues with that, but hopefully we can get that figured out. The aluminum motor mount, I have that coming from GPM. And I think that's about it. But yeah, all the aluminum upgrades. Oh, I have the shock brace coming, the shock tower brace from GPM. So, and it's all 70-75 aluminum. Now, I can't ever remember putting aluminum A-arms on an RC car. And when I worked at the hobby stores, I would always advise against it, because, you know, you want something to bend and flex. And if you bend an aluminum A-arm, it might be game over, you know. So yeah, I really wouldn't recommend putting aluminum arms on an RC car. But this is light, so it has a lot less mass when it crashes. On top of that, all the pieces that I got, they're all made out of 70-75 aluminum. So it's a lot stronger than your typical cheaper aluminum pieces that maybe you were buying back, 20 years ago, you know, on a 10 scale car and then watching them bend or whatever. Yeah, and then the reason I got the shock brace here is because this is part of the chassis, which I'm not really enjoying too much. And these chassis are really hard to find right now. I did find a few, and I don't know. I might order one just to have one as a backup. The problem with the brace, though, I've seen people crack the chassis down here or something. So, you know, I don't know. It's the whole yin and yang. Whenever you know, increase the strength of something else, you're going to weaken something else or blah, 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 whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put all this aluminum stuff on here and it's going to pull pins out of the chassis. I don't know. If you guys have any experience with all this aluminum stuff, post down below in the comments. If you guys think I'm going in the wrong direction, you can post down in the comments. It's kind of irrelevant. I mean, the parts are already ordered. I'm just waiting on them. So they're already bought and paid for. The thing is if it's a really, really bad idea, if I really start having problems, I might just convert back and maybe just run the outer hubs and, you know, blocks or whatever, and then maybe take off the arms. But it'll make for some good pictures because it's all done in silver. So all the parts are going to be silver. So they're really going to stand out on the car. And so it should look cool with the wheels and the body. That's probably the first thing I'm going to do is start playing around with the wheels and body. Or I might just start ripping the power system out. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm super stoked. I kind of went crazy on this build. I don't know why. What happened is I decided to get the Grom. You know, it's kind of cheap. I'm going to have to change this. I'm going to have to change that. And I'm like, why don't we just do like a full build? One thing led to another, and boy, it added up really quick. So maybe we'll do a total at the end when I showcase this car next time when it's all fully built out. I don't know. I might make a video on it this week, and I might get it running with this power system and my radio. I should have my receiver today too, like I said, and my servo. So I'll have everything today to get it going. I might take it out this week into like a skate park or something and go try to break it and do something like that. But whenever that video comes out, it'll be a couple weeks, you guys, because some of my parts are coming from AliExpress. It's the first time I've ordered off AliExpress, and that was quite the experience. So I had to end up deleting the app yesterday or the day before because they're blowing me up with text messages and the way they do things. And there's like, because I was looking at some other parts, like they somehow got transferred, not into a cart, but into like a section to where it says it's unpaid for. And so I was literally getting a text message every hour saying that my billing didn't go through. And I was just like freaking out, and it was just like driving me nuts. So I just deleted the app, keeping my fingers crossed my shipment shows up sometime this month. And if it doesn't, then I learned a good lesson. Anyways, guys, I'm going to start getting my tools out and start tinkering with this little tiny baby Typhon. Why do you guys think they named it that with only one O? You guys think it's because of General Motors? Let me know. Post down in the comments. Till next time, folks.